can't have both. Unroyal like Meghan miserably gives up Sussex title over political dreams. Meghan Markle would have to renounce her UK titles if she wanted to run for political office in the United States, a constitutional expert has said. The U.S. Constitution specifies that people holding U.S. office may not accept foreign titles unless they have congressional approval. But Harvard professor Mark Tushnet says that the likelihood of their approval is very slim. He said, "I don't think it's ever happened before. I think the chances of Congress allowing her to retain her titles would be very slim." But he added, technically, she could run without renouncing her titles and could even serve if elected if Congress approved. However, he said that retaining the titles would be politically damaging. Professor Tushnet continued, "As a practical matter, though, she'd have to renounce her titles to run. Politically it would be quite damaging, I think, for her to retain the titles. Opponents will seize on anything, and this will be a hook to say, well, she's not really a true American." The policy is specified in Section 9 of the U.S. Constitution. Professor Tushnet said it arises from concern about the influence that foreign governments would have on U.S. policy. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex were allowed to keep their titles after they stepped back from royal duties and moved to California at the start of last year. But, according to Professor Tushnet, the Duchess would still retain her celebrity status even without the titles. He said, having been a royal, the celebrity status would still attach, whether she has a formal title or not. U.S. politics professor Richard Johnson told Express.co.uk that the Duchess' celebrity status would help her bypass the normal routes into politics. He said, "I think Americans take a very keen interest in British royalty, and there is a lot of attention from the U.S. public whenever there are stories relating to the royal family. There is some record of celebrity politicians doing pretty well in the US. Obviously, Meghan and Harry are based in California, and California has produced Ronald Reagan, who was an actor, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was an actor." This comes amid increasing speculation about whether or not the 40-year-old royal may run for U.S. office in the future, after she penned an overtly political letter to Congress, lobbying them for paid leave. However, defending her decision to engage with the issue, Meghan described it as humanitarian, rather than political. Speaking to the New York Times Deal book, she said, "Look, there's certainly a precedent among my husband's family and the royal family of not having any involvement in politics. I mean, paid leave, from my standpoint, is just a humanitarian issue." Experts believe that Meghan Markle could be banned from running for U.S. president by her royal title. A little-known constitutional amendment made 2 centuries ago could stymie any bid Meg makes to end up in the White House. While the Duchess has never publicly spoken of a wish to run, her own biographers also believe it's possible. Even likely that she will, with one claiming she's the embodiment of the American dream. However, it states that anyone who accepts, claims, receives or retains a title of nobility bestowed by a foreign power would be barred from holding federal office. Meanwhile, Meghan Markle recently came under fire for portraying a kind of behavior that is completely unbecoming of royals during her chat with Ellen DeGeneres. Royal commentator Emily Andrew made this claim while speaking to Good Morning America about Meghan's unroyal-like behavior. She told the hosts, "What the royals do, they highlight, it's not about them, they highlight the good work of other people. They put the limelight and the spotlight on ordinary people, and of course, Meghan, as we know, Meghan likes the limelight being on herself. And as a royal, she could never have done that chat." This claim comes just days after Caitlyn Jenner commented on how authentic Meghan Markle seems during her Ellen DeGeneres interview.